have been suppressed is, abuse on some level, some form
Yes.
of abuse. And these women are unable to voice, they're unable to talk about it, they're unable to, voice their opinion in many different things in life, not just sexually. They don't feel they're heard, they don't feel anyone is interested in their opinion. And the correlation there to not being able to speak out when these people were, molested at 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, whatever age they were, they kept quiet.
Yeah.
And I can really see that strength, without a doubt.
It's amazing when you start digging into all this stuff, the things, the connections that you see, and the stories that I hear would make you weep. They just,
It's incredible, and that's the burden women carry around. They're walking around with all of this stuff, and so we've got to be able to release it in whatever way we can. And this sounds to be a way of, of releasing these emotions whilst nurturing ourselves. And the more we nurture ourselves and get in touch with who we are and begin to love who we are, the better the relationship. So
absolutely,
fantastic connection, isn't it? It's amazing, and as you say, once we start on that journey, it's incredible where it goes.
Absolutely, absolutely.
The healing is so profound. Well, we haven't got long left now, but I really wanted to just talk a little bit about your business before we can find out where to find you. We did mention your website already about how to get in touch with you, so we can start really using those yoni eggs with guidance, which is the key thing there. Because as you say, we tend to, some people do tend to get things and then they're never used. So A, it's a waste, and B, it's not something you can just get off the shelf in the supermarket. It is something that we need.
No, and it is something that people need some guidance with, some support, and to let them know that what they're feeling is actually totally normal, and there are lots of other women around the world going through exactly the same thing.
So that's wonderful support there. So can you just tell us a little bit about how your business works? And your big vision for where you're going to take your business into the future. If we could just talk a little bit about that.
So my big vision really is to have every woman in the world have a full understanding of their pelvic floor and what it actually does for them, and how vital it is for them to look after it, regardless of what age they are. And it is never too late to look after your pelvic floor. So it's to have every woman have that understanding, and also to have an egg or some kind of exercise that they are doing on a regular basis to strengthen that pelvic floor and to strengthen that connection with themselves. I just would love to see more women stepping fully into who they are and living life at the fullest, rather than feeling shame and disconnected from a vital part of their body. I think we need to have a much bigger understanding of our sexuality. It's been suppressed for so long.
Oh, what a beautiful vision. And I'm so with you all the way. And if we can get that message out there, it's so important, Caitlin. You're a fantastic lady. And to be able to spread this and help people is just wonderful. It really is.
Thank you, Louise.
So, yeah, I'm very, very excited for your vision, because I can see the need for it, the absolute need for this. And I'm very, I think women are so special, and we need to celebrate ourselves. And this is one of the ways we can. We really can. So just tell us a little bit how your business works. How do you help people offline, online? How does it work? Do you see people face to face, or is it all online? Oh. You still there, Caitlin? We've lost you, I think. I can't hear you. You still there? Caitlin? Okay. Right, let me call you back. We just lost Caitlin there a moment, so I'm just going to call her back just as the crux of finding out how she operates. Here she is.
Hi.
Hi. Just as I was asking you about how your business works, we've just got a couple of minutes to touch on that one. You just disappeared. You just disappeared.
Yeah, I don't know where I went.
Yeah, but we got you back. That's the most important thing. Wonderful. So I just wanted the listeners to really hear, Caitlin, how your business works. Is it face to face? Is it online? Do you do a bit of both? What do you do?
Mostly I do it online, believe it or not. I'm still actually educating the New Zealand woman as to what their pelvic floor is. But it's so I am already serving women around the world. At the moment, it's mostly Australia and the Australia, the UK and the US. When people buy the coaching package, the shipping is already built into the price. So I ship them all around the world, and I set it up through Zoom. It's all done through Zoom. All the sessions are recorded, and people get the recording so that they can re-listen to it at their leisure. And I also have a Facebook group just for the people who have purchased the eggs, so that they can pop in there and get extra support if they need to.
Right, that's wonderful, and I love how you're already set up for being all over the world, because that's obviously going to spread your message a lot further, afield. And I think online really is the way ahead now for all of us, because we have the internet, so let's use it. So
absolutely,
yeah, wonderful. And Zoom, I know myself, I use Zoom a lot. It's a great platform, something that's really good. In fact, I've just done an NLP course. I just done my NLP master's course, and that's with a dear chap. He's in his 70s, and he's amazing. He's all online and all around the world. And,
good on him.
I know, absolutely love him, and he's so passionate. So online space really helps us to get our message, and we can make such strong connections that you wouldn't believe.
Absolutely.
Online.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing, that connection. So that's fantastic. So let's just go into where we can actually, all the different places we can find Caitlin. She's got a Facebook group. Can anyone join this group? Is it a closed group, Caitlin?
So I've got a couple of groups. I've got the one that's just for the people who purchase the Yoni eggs, and then I've got my self-love immersion group, and anyone can join that. Well, any female. I don't allow any males in there.
Women only out there. Yep.
Yeah.
And is that that's Caitlin Grace for Wellbeing? Is that one?
That's the self-love immersion group. So it's facebook.com/groups /self-love immersion. And then I've got my Facebook page as well. That's the Caitlin Grace Wellbeing.
Okay, so there's 2 places there on Facebook that you can actually join right now. Caitlin is also on LinkedIn, and you can find Caitlin on LinkedIn. She's LinkedIn and then Caitlin Grace 1. And also on Instagram, you can find Caitlin, and you can follow her there on caitlin.grace1. So those are several social media platforms that you can connect with Grace and find out more about what she does, and especially the Yoni Egg, which I think is very, very exciting way forward. And Caitlin's website, which she is, I think you're upgrading at the moment, but you can go and find more information at www.caitlinggraceauthor.com. And especially for today, Caitlin is offering you to join her Facebook group, where she offers a 5-day immersion. And what that is, it's free, isn't it, Caitlin? Is that right?
It is totally free.
Free, wonderful. So you can actually experience this for yourself. It's a 5-day immersion, and you can get a better connection with yourself and be able to feel that much more feminine. So really, what have we got to lose? That's a wonderful offer that we can just get straight in there. You can join the group at www.facebook.com/groups/self-love immersion, and join that 5-day immersion and really, feel that connection with yourself, because the better connected we are with ourselves, the better relationship we have.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. So I look forward to seeing some ladies joining that. That'd be fabulous.
Yeah, that would be very exciting. I know for me, myself, I'm going to be joining myself for sure, because I think we can always, all of us, wherever we are, you know, on our journey in life, we can always improve it. And the more we get to know ourselves, and the more in touch we are with ourselves, and especially this area, you know, and for any women there getting older, you know, 40s and 50s and beyond, 60s and 70s, it's, you know, sex doesn't stop. You know, let's improve these areas of our lives by first of all, getting in touch with ourselves and our femininity, and beginning to love who we are.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Without a doubt.
And that is the big thing, is that sex doesn't stop just because you hit a certain age. Your sexuality is part of who you are, and it can go through right to the end of your life.
Yeah, and I've heard so many women say that it can actually, you know, it gets better and better and better. You know, and there's a big taboo around the menopause, isn't there? That it kind of all ends at the menopause,
yes.
And it's kind of game over. But actually, it can be the best time of your life, because your children are, you know, tend to be more, grown up. You've got more time, so you've actually, you know, as you get older, we've got more time for this, really.
Absolutely, and it's our time to come back to ourselves. That's the big thing. It's our time to decide what we want for our life, rather than be focused on what everybody else's needs are.
Which is what we tend to do, isn't it? Especially mothers. You know, we tend to be continually giving to our children and everybody else, and we get lost in the fact. And then so many people don't know who they are. Well, who am I? You know, I've lost everything of even what I can remember, myself. I can remember when my youngest went to university, I couldn't even decide what to have for dinner that night. I was so caught up in family meals and stuff. And I thought, wow, if you don't even know what you like to eat anymore, Louise, it's about time you started looking at things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, this has been a fantastic eye-opener today. And it's been very, very exciting, Caitlin. I just wanted to finish before we say goodbye with your favourite quote. And it's a beautiful quote here. A woman in harmony with her spirit is like a river flowing. She goes where she will without pretence, and arrives at her destination prepared to be herself and only herself. Isn't that a beautiful quote?
It is one of my favourites. Maya Angelou is amazing.
Yeah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful quote. So thank you for that, and thank you very, very much for today. It's been a wonderful eye-opener. Have you got one last thing to finish off with before we say goodbye?
I would just like to thank you so much for taking the time to interview me today. I hope I've inspired some women to further investigate their pelvic floor and what it is that they need to be doing to look after it. I hope it's given some information that they hadn't heard before.
I'm sure it has, because it's been wonderfully inspiring for me, and I'm sure it has for our listeners. And thank you so much. And I'm definitely going to join your Facebook group, and I'm going to look into the Yoni eggs as well, because and those pelvic floor exercises, and also all those foods, the bone broth, the gelatin, the vitamins. It's all really important. There isn't just one component. There's lots to it. So thank you so much, Grace. You're a wonderful, wonderful lady. Keep on sharing. Keep on getting that passion out in the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. And to you listeners, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been wonderful. It's now time to love and leave you, and to enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your evening. And look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks' time.
I can do anything. I can reach any goal today. I can do what I want. I can be what I want to be.